Again, Jesus was just as intolerant as God was in the Old Testament of sin. The only difference was that Jesus came to forgive sin. But those who would not accept him, there is no forgiveness for their sin. The curse will come upon that house. Make sure your house and your family keeps wickedness out of your house whenever you see her try to creep in. When you see her creep in, I don't care whether it's through different TV programs, your media, movie, or you're letting your kids use gadgets or whatever, bottle that stuff up in the ephah or the basket and get it the hell out of there. Eternal souls are at stake here, my friends. This isn't just some game that we get to play and then we get to see God and he says, oh, poo-poo, you didn't do that great, but enter into the kingdom of heaven. No, this time here on earth decides whether or not you're going to be judged to the lake of fire and die the second death, or whether or not you'll live in God's kingdom for the eternity. How serious do you take this stuff? How much do you love your family? Well, I think that's it for today. So the main lesson is, in recapping, that scroll represents the curse that comes upon the houses of those who allow Mystery Babylon in to deceive them. That happens to nations, it happens to churches, and it happens to individuals and their households. And we are not supposed to tolerate it. We are supposed to get rid of it. Cast it away. Exile it from your life. Keep it so far away from your life. Every time you see sin start creeping in and trying to control you, you say, get the heck out of here, and get it as far away from you as you can. Whether that's bad habits or whatever the heck that's in your life, get it out. And get it out now. And we ought to be praying for our nation that we get laws set in place to protect our culture and our heritage and our Christian way of life, and get and start getting everything that's wicked and vile out of our country. All the wicked laws, everything. I can think of our military. Our military has allowed abominations in the form of homosexual relationships inside our fighting forces. That needs to get out. We need to reverse it. We don't just accept it because they've done it to us. We don't just accept homosexuality because the Supreme Court decided and made a decision and now here it is, or that gays are now allowed in the military. We don't just accept that. We go back and we say no. We got to reverse that. Same with abortion. We can't just accept the status quo. That's what getting rid of wickedness in a basket, putting a lid on it, and getting it out of here is all about. We don't accept it. I don't accept diversity. I don't accept tolerance because I am very intolerant of wickedness and evil. I want it no place among my family and no place within my city and no place within my nation. And that's what every Christian ought to have. That's what every Christian ought to want. All right, before I start getting steaming mad here today, I better quit. Otherwise, I'm going to keep rambling on. This book of Zechariah is an amazing book full of so much truth. And not only that, but prophecy and so many other fascinating things. Hey, we are brought to you by your tithes and offerings. If we've helped you, please help us keep coming to you. Ministries like ours, we don't We don't get the big bank rolls. We are not very popular. This is grassroots, and we rely upon people motivated by the Holy Spirit who want to see the truth go out to more and more people. And we can't do that without your help. Anyways,